Ladies and gentlemen, the time is upon us. They've released the most cancer cards in the game. I'm going to help you get them. So if you're new around here and you need some coins, you are in the right place. And of course, guys, we hit 15k, so thank you very much. And remember, we're doing a 9 FIFA copy giveaway or set to FIFA points, depending on what the winner wants. So make sure to subscribe, get your entries in. You've got 30 days from today, and then they will be announced. And of course, guys, as usual, if you need some coins in a quicker way, well, so if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description, and let's get into it. Now, first of all, it's good to check SBCs to see what kind of players are going to be up in value. So right now, 83 rated will be a little bit higher, but 84s and 85s specifically will have rose a little bit as well. So filters that just have those players will be good to look at. Additionally, we've got a new marquee matchups, which will of course give us some filters as well. And it's always good to open your preview packs just in case you might get a blaster. Who we got there? Centre back, Italy. Not really possibility of it being good at that point, really, is it? And we haven't got a shadow. So it's a bit of an L, but you've always got to do it. So, of course, I mentioned that 85s are good right now, so we're taking a filter out of the archives. You've got Gold Rare, England, Prem, and Man City. You've got Grealish, Foden, and Stones, all 85 rated, all same team, and all very usable on this filter. And, of course, the menus have lagged out again. Okay, we're back on, and of course, we've just got to redo the filter. It's actually ridiculous that EA can release a game for the most expensive value that they've released and then not have a game that's complete. How am I lagging in the menus when I click a few buttons? It is ridiculous, but hopefully they sort it. We're looking at a 4k sell-on for these ones, obviously 10% off for EA tax, so 400 coins and half it for the EA tax, which is 5%. So we're coming back in. It is ridiculous that EA have a game that doesn't work, but it is what it is, especially when they charge so much. But we're looking at 4k. EA tax is going to be 5%, so 200 coins, and then we want profit of 200 coins minimum. So if we sit at 3.6, we can probably get a snipe pretty quickly, as you can see. We've missed a Grealish at 3.2, but that's a pretty good snipe. So if we'd been maybe a little bit faster, we might have got that one there. We'll go for another one, and then of course we'll move on because we touched on this filter a little bit before. We missed that was close. I feel like we got a bit done dirty. Now, honourable mentions for this kind of method as well. If you go over to Real Madrid and do Real Madrid, La Liga, German centre mid, they're going to be really good right now. So up next, we're going to go for special centre-back and Bundesliga. This one, you're looking at mostly Bonucci, but Hummels will come up as well. And because his inform is obviously in the inform SBC, that should lower up in value a little bit. We're going to go for around 15,500 for this one. I think we can sell it on at 16,500, maybe 16,750. If you want to be a bit more cautious or make a bit more profit, you can go down to the 15,250 mark. It is just about trying to get the most out of these filters. Unfortunately, they are pretty cheap, so there won't be a ton of snipes coming up, but you should be able to snag some good ones with some decent profit in there, because Bonucci isn't the most desirable player, and I feel like a lot of people who have him will probably be selling him pretty quickly. And we've missed a min price 11.5. That's a little bit gutting. I feel like I was looking at completely nothing to do with the video, getting a little bit distracted as always as an ADHD man. But unfortunately we've missed that one. Hopefully we'll do a 10 count, see if we can get the next one. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, moving on. And after being kicked off the menus again, we are over in the United States. You're going to pop Playstyle Plus only on, and we're going to go midfielder. Now, I did use one of these guys at the start of the game, Horan. She is actually incredible in game. Now, I don't know, apparently some of the female players have got a little bit worse after the update. Apparently it has affected them a little bit more, but I would say she's still probably an unbelievable starter for a cheaper team because I really enjoyed using her. We're looking at around 7.34 for the sell on here. I'd say we maybe want to play it a bit safe because the market's been a bit bad this FIFA, so you don't really want to get caught in like a downtrend. Looking at selling this one for 7.2, EA tax on that is going to be 720 half, about 350. So we're making about 250 coins on that one, not too bad. Probably want to snipe a little bit lower really, maybe at the 6.6, maybe 6.5 mark, just to be sure you're making a good profit. Obviously you do have another player on the filter as well, so if we take that off and have a look at, you've got Lavelle as well. Now Lavelle is actually quite good as well. I actually had both of them in my team, come to think of it, at the start of the game, but they are really good in game. I feel like a lot of the women players were overlooked initially, which is why they were so cheap. I think I initially bought Horan for like 4k and then sold it for like 50, and obviously the market profit's gone down a bit, but you still got the opportunity to make a ton off of these guys. We're going to not spend too much on each filter because I do want to get this video out in a timely fashion for you guys. So we're going to do a 10 count and pray that we get a good snipe in that time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I think again at this playstyle plus style of players. So playstyle plus only, we're going to go for the forwards this time, I think. And if you have a look on here, you got the likes of Shaw, you got James, you got Kelly, you've got quite a few here. Now you could obviously just put forward and put Man City, and it would take out Lauren James there, but this one gives you a little bit of a wider berth of players, so it's definitely better to have them all in. Now we're looking probably from the looks of things at around 1.9, maybe 2k for the sell on there really. So EA tax, we want to be going for about 1.7, means we're going to make 200 coins a snipe. When you're only putting down 2k, you know, 10% profit is always pretty good. So I'm always quite happy with that. You've got 3 players to choose from, and you've got a good chance of getting a decent snipe. I think it's always better when you've got 3 or 4 rather than like 1 or 2, because obviously you just do have. And if you guys like this shirt or any of the other football shirts I've been wearing in the videos, check out Best Football Kids down in the description and get 12% off with my code. Now moving over to marquee matchups, we had Torino and we had the likes of Juve as well. And both of these absolutely shot up. So you can see these cards are still quite expensive now, which is kind of unexpected, like the day sort of on. Usually it takes a little bit sort of short amount of time and they just go. They shoot down quite quickly, but as you can see, even the bronzes are up right now. You got these. I mean, that would have been a beautiful snipe. We definitely missed that one as well. Definitely missed that. So if we do a little bit of compare price on this one, I feel like that's how we're going to get the best snipes, as you could see there. But I feel like compare price is also risky because you could lose a lot of coins. So we're looking at around realistically 6.4 for a sell on. EA tax 5%, so it's 640 half, so it's 320. We went for like here, we're pretty much looking at a decent profit and a guaranteed profit at that, because the cards are unlimitedly selling right now. You got cards like this rookie which are just going for a ridiculously low amount. People are packing them and just for some reason not selling them for the absolute most they can. I've already rattled through my club and sold every single card that I have from either of the clubs available. Oh come on, that I hate when that happens, when you absolutely do the snipe but it just doesn't register. So we've not really got a chance at any of these Torino players. They are, I think, probably heavily botted. You're looking at Juve and it's a much cheaper price, so you're probably looking at around 800 coins for them ones, so a little bit easier on the eye for those. If you head over to the Bundesliga, go gold rare midfielder German, and you want to go to Bayern, and we're looking at the likes of got Musiala here, you've got Kimmich, and we should also have, if he's gonna show up, Goretzka as well. So what we want to do is we pop over to around the 20k mark. You're looking at around 16, 17k for Kimmich here, maybe a little bit lower from the looks of things. And then of course Musiala, if you're lucky enough to get him on a min snipe, then you're absolutely laughing. Doesn't look like there's anything below the 14k mark. That seems about right. So we're looking at realistically a sell on for about 15k, 14.5 maybe. EA tax, obviously we really want to factor that in, 700 coins roughly. So here we're making 300, here we're making about 500, and here we're making about 700 coins. So I say that's a good place to be, just in case he goes down to 14k, because we're still making profit at that point. You can see the snipes are a little harder to hit. I feel like this year sniping is a lot harder. I feel like bots are more prominent, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's always going to happen each year, and EA will hopefully do something to make it easier for the general user to snipe. And we've missed another snipe just for the buttons being done. I feel like the market and the button layout and everything this year is just bad. So hopefully, I mean, yeah, it's a bit AIDS. I think I have poor Wi-Fi, so this is also just not as easy as it should be. We're just taking L's left, right, and centre, boys. Oh my. Now that is a flipping L, boys. That is a flipping L. Top it off with something a little bit lower budget. We go over to Arsenal. You want to go over to just their standard gold players, and you want to pop it to, I think, around the 750 mark. So you've got quite a few of these on the cheaper end of things. If we want to go, I think gold common is kind of the better route for this one, just to narrow it down. You guaranteed profit on each card. Gold rares, you're not going to make as much profit on here. Oh, I don't know if that would have been a snipe. Let's just check what the price is before we get swindled here. You're looking at about 800 coins for the sell on these, so we probably want to snipe at 600. Gives us 160 coin profit per card. So I think that's a pretty big win, especially on like a lower end. Of course, you can do 650 and you get 110 coins per card. So there is the two options. You can make a decent bit off of both, and either way, I'd be pretty happy with the profits on both. Still disappointed that we just missed a 70k profit off Musiala, but you know, FIFA comes in swings and roundabouts, and we're just taking some swings at the minute. 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, didn't even search that time. 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, hurting. I am hurting as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have got something out of it. I definitely didn't coin wise, but at least you guys have some filters, and I'll see you tomorrow.